Hello everybody, this is Emma from Asian Studies Association, and today we've decided to bring you some crafts that you can do at home during this time of social distancing and quarantining. So for today, we're going to take a revisit back to Lunar New Year and do paper lanterns. So if you were able to come back then you can revisit and have some more fun, and if you weren't able to come, then now you can learn. For today's craft, we're going to need some paper, preferably cardstock, but you can also use printer paper if you need to. We need markers and scissors, and then also either a stapler or tape, either will do fine. And then also you're going to need to prepare 2 strips of paper, so you can either use the cardstock or printer paper, and make them about like 2 fingers worth, and these will be your handles. So if you want to make 2 lanterns, you need 2. If you want to make 1, you need 1. So for today, we're actually going to be making 2 separate lanterns, an elongated version, which is like a taller lantern, and then also a shorter, fatter lantern. So we're going to start out with the elongated version. So you're going to take your cardstock, and then you're going to fold it into hamburger, or like if you were reading a card. You're going to take that paper and just pinch it shut, so then it looks like this. Okay, and next you're going to take your marker or a pencil, and then on the open inside, see how it's open? You're going to draw a straight line, straight as you can, right here, and make it about, same like the handle, like 2 fingers worth. Just draw that line. So then it should look like this. Okay? And this line is going to be like your line of reference for when you start cutting, and that's going to be where you stop. So next, take your scissors, and you're gonna eyeball it and start cutting strips along the edge. So about the same, 2 fingers worth. And you take it and you cut all the way to that line that you just drew. So it should look like this. And then from there, you just do the whole thing. So you cut all the way until the end. And kind of try to keep them about the same width, otherwise it'll end up a little wonky when you're done. And so just keep going until you get to the end. Okay. You can use a ruler if you want, but it's not really needed. You can eyeball it. Or you could even use your handles as like reference. You could have taken it and then like drew check marks where that line would have been. So once you're done, you're at the stage, right? You see all the flaps? So you still have this line here. So if you don't want this line to show up in the actual lantern, like once it's done, what you're gonna do is take it and then turn it inside out. So you're gonna have to get all these ones back in shape. So now it's look like this, and it has no line. Okay, and then from here you're gonna start decorating. Okay, so you would open it up and then decorate along these lines where the line is. Okay, so for time's sake, I went ahead and finished my decorations. So this is what mine looks like. We have little fans, little wind, ASA, represent, woo. So from here, once you're done decorating, you can pause it if you want to decorate and then resume once you're done. But we're here. So you're gonna take your top and then bring it together to where they're overlapping. And at that point, you're gonna take your stapler or your tape, either one, and you're gonna staple it, tape it shut. So it should look like that. And then you do the same to the bottom, and try to keep the overlap roughly the same. So it should be about there for me. And then once again, take your stapler or your tape, tape it shut. So it should look like this. And at this point, you're kind of like, this doesn't look right. This kind of just looks like a paper towel tube. And that's why you're gonna take it and you're gonna scrunch it down just a few times so it gets this nice, beautiful lantern shape. And then from here, you're almost done actually. You take your strip of paper for your handle, and you need to decide where you want your front to be. So I want my front where ASA is facing. So that means I'm going to take my handle and place it on the sides. So the ASA is my front. You take your stapler or your tape and staple it. And then you fold it over and take your stapler or tape and one more. And then there you go. That's your first elongated lantern. Very easy, right? And just a little additional thing, if you have party streamers or like the crepe streamers, then all you have to do is take a few strips of those and you can tape them in the bottom here, and then you'll have like little nice floaty party streamers. So that's your first one. And then for the second lantern, if you want, this is going to be the shorter, fatter one. So it's the exact same steps. The only thing that's different is how you fold it in the very beginning. So in the elongated version, we folded it hamburger, right? So for this one, we actually fold it hot dog. So it should be this very long piece of paper. Then from there, you're going to do the same thing. Pinch it shut. Take your marker again. On the open side, that's very important, open side, you draw that line. There, okay? It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's a line. And now we take our scissors one more time and start cutting. So for this one, I'm gonna make the strips just a little bit smaller, just to see. Keep on cutting all the way until you're at the end. Make sure you're stopping at that line, otherwise it won't fold correctly. All right, so you should be here one more time. And then again, if you don't want this line showing, then all you're gonna do, open it up, turn it inside out, and you just pinch those back shut. All right, so you have this. And then at this point, you're gonna open it up again and decorate. You can start decorating at the point before you start cutting if you want it to be more of like a seamless image. So in the decorations that I did for this one, I did it before cutting, so it's more like seamless, like a painting almost. But if you want to do more like how I did the elongated version, like strip by strip, then you'll want to decorate after the cutting. So once again, to save time, I went ahead and decorated beforehand. So if you want to pause the video, you can, and then resume once you're done. So this is the picture. And see, like I said, I drew it before I had these cuts, so it looks like one image. And you're gonna take these sides again and wrap them shut. And at this point you can choose. So you see how I have two different pictures? I have the tree and then I have the waves. So either I can have the waves on this side overlapping or the tree. I'm personally gonna choose the tree because it's the more predominant image in the picture. So I take it, I'm gonna take my stapler or tape and staple it. There, and then take the bottom, try to line up that overlap, and staple it one more time. And just so you know, if you don't overlap enough, then when you squish it down, it's gonna have a really awkward gap. And if you do it too much, then it's not gonna have enough space. So once again, it looks kind of weird like this. So you take it and you scrunch it down, then it should look like that. So now it has that pretty shape. You're gonna finally take your last piece of handle and once again, find where you want the front. So I want my Asian Studies Association to be the front. So I take it and line it up on the sides. Take my stapler or tape, do it one time, fold it over, staple it or tape it, and there you go, it's done. And once again, you could add streamers if you want, or you can just leave it like this. And this is the short little fat version, and this is the elongated tall version. So together they look really nicely, especially if you place it on like a mantle or you hang them up. And that's it. So hope you guys have fun, stay safe and healthy, and we wish you all best. Bye.